Hey guys, Harsh here, back in the video. So today, as you can see, I have a very early BBURAGO model for you guys today. So this is the Ferrari SF23. Obviously this is from the 2023 Formula 1 season, and as of filming this video, which is November 26th, 2023, the Formula 1 season just ended and I got this model in the mail today. So this time they released these models quite a bit early in my particular region, so that's quite nice. Hopefully they can maintain this improvement over the next year and deliver these models a bit early in the season, because I think midway throughout the season these models starts to appear on AliExpress. So this is from Carlos Sainz number 55, because I already had the Leclerc version. As you can see, one is sitting right over there with number 16, and then I had the Monza special edition as well, and then the normal SF75 from the 2022 season. All of them are Leclerc, so I thought this time maybe I get the Sainz version. I also have a Sebastian Vettel version, but that is pretty old. So as you can see, it comes with this nice acrylic case. You can also get the one without it, but that obviously will exclude the driver's helmet, which is inside. So you can see you get the driver inside with the helmet, and as always the base is quite good for this particular model. As you can see, it is only held by one screw from the bottom. So let's take it out and take a closer look at it. Now there is quite a bit difference in the previous year version as well, although the bathtub is still there, as you can see, but that is I think a separate video in which I can compare both of the models together. I can just give you a glimpse quickly so you can take a look at yourself on what you will be getting. So you can see the color is slightly different over here. This one I think is their original like old style color that they use, and this is their new red version that they use now. A lot more black this time on the side pods and the engine cover, as you can see. So those are the main differences to watch out for. As always, starting with the front, you can see we have a very detailed front wing with the carbon fiber finish look, also with the V-Power and HCL software logos quite clearly visible. On the tip of the nose cone, you can see we have the Ferrari horse on the yellow background. On the sides or the winglets of the front wing, you can see we have the AWS logo and another logo which I don't recognize now, but surely some of you guys will. If we move further up the nose cone, you can see we get some more logos as well, along with the AWS Pirelli and the Shell logo on the top there. And we also have these like sort of aerodynamic pieces, which are I think camera for the front view of the car, which you sometimes see on the live feed. Also you get this antenna over here, and I think the antenna is a bit loose over here. I need to like use some super glue and stick it in place because it can easily pop out, I believe. So it's better to secure it in place rather than lose it. Then we get number 5, and alongside that we have the suspension. This time around it is I think as same as the previous year version. Not much is changed over here. The jump in the previous year model was quite good, but for this time around I think they have stuck to the quality of the previous year models. The wheels hub, as you can see, are I think 99% identical to the previous year version, and I think that they have actually used the previous year wheels and just skip the designing of the new wheels. These are medium compound tire, as you can see. The printing is also on the inside. Nice to see that. This wheel covers that you see over here, whatever these are called, have now this yellow stripe that goes onto the front. This was missing in the previous year version. Quite nice to see that they have added this much of detail. If you move further to the cockpit side, you can see we have another logo which is Genesis, and along with the impression of the 3D camera, which is still I think in testing purposes or something like that. On the sides you can see we have Richard Mille logo along with the gigantic Ferrari logo. This time around it is quite clearly visible, as you can see. Also you get the so-called dashboard area, which is now a lot simpler, and you can see we have the Scuderia Ferrari app sponsoring, which I am not sure what that is. It is on the same other side as well, as you can see. The whole floor has a very nice carbon fiber finish look to it. As you can see, it goes all the way to the back to this very complicated suspension portion. Looks very nice. Moving on to the cockpit side, as you can see, it is not as much sponsored as the Red Bull version that we have seen so far on this channel. It is a lot emptier in this case, and whatever the case may be, it is a bit empty right now, because if you see the Red Bull version, you can see it is absolutely filled with them. The driver's helmet I think is quite nicely detailed as well, although you won't be able to see much detail because of the small size, but it is actually identifiable. If you know like how the driver's helmet look like, you can easily identify which driver helmet it is. So I guess that's a very nice plus point. Now these black vents that you see over here were actually missing on the previous year version, so it is quite nice to see that they have added this much detail onto the car. Also gives a very nice contrast to it as well. You can see the red and black looks very good. And speaking of red and black, you can see the fin over here is also painted black and has this very nice carbon fiber finish. Also this logo over here at the bottom, if you see, has this very nice carbon fiber background, which looks very nice indeed, along with the Shell logo and Ray-Ban logo as always for the Ferrari, their long-standing partners. On the top, as you can see, we have the T-cam, which is yellow painted, which is quite nice to see because this is accurate. All the second drivers on the grid have this yellow paint on their particular T-cam. If you look at the Leclerc version, as you can see, it is black, which is accurate, and it has all the like TV cameras poking out and the aerodynamic pieces, which is quite nice to see. And also you can see that there is a little gap between the intake and the body as well, which is also very hard to, I think, replicate in a diecast model, but BBURAGO has done it, so that's quite nice as well. I think they have done it in the previous version as well. Then you can see we have the 55 number along with the standard logo, and that was the logo at the front, I think. Now looking at the back suspension, you can see it is quite nicely detailed with all the track rods and the powertrain going through it. It also has this nice carbon fiber finish, which is also the same on the floor as well, so it is very nice to see that. And there isn't much going on over there because it is all black and you won't be able to see much there because of the lighting and stuff like that. The back wheel as well, as you can see, are samely detailed as the front ones, nothing too special over here. Now if you move to the back wing, you can see this time around it has the Ferrari logo at the front, which was not the case in the previous year version. The DRS actuator that you see is actually touching the back wing. Quite nice to see that. This wasn't actually the case on the Red Bull version for some particular reason, so maybe they, I think, did some lazy work on the Red Bull version and paid more attention to the Ferrari ones because these are like officially licensed Ferrari product. You can see their sticker on the box as well, as you can see. So I think in the fear of losing the contract, they put a lot more effort in their Ferraris, because I think the Ferrari models are being produced for the maximum amount of duration. They first started with Ferrari models and then moved to like a Red Bull and the Mercedes version, and adding more and more teams since then. The inside of the back wing, as you can see, is also having this nice carbon fiber finish look, which is beautiful to see. The exhaust system on this one, as you can see, is painted black. However, it is not painted black on the inside. The lighting is not hitting it perfectly, but once it does, you will be able to see the red paint which is inside, because the plastic over here that is used is actually red in color, so they painted black over it. That's why you see it. Now on both the outside and the inside of the back wing, we have the V-Power logo and the BO logo, which I am again not sure what that is, but still looks very nice. It is actually a sticker on the inside. You can see how the impression is sticking out and how different the texture it is from the actual back wing. So just be careful not to lose that sticker, because once it's gone, it's gone. You won't be able to find a replacement for it. And lastly, taking a look at the floor, there isn't much detail because obviously these are Formula 1 cars. Their entire floor is covered, so you won't be able to see much details, although you get the details about the brand, which is BBURAGO, the car number, which is SF23, and the country of origin, which is China, and the official licensed product, and the scale, which I haven't actually mentioned, which is 143 scale. So there it is, guys, the BBURAGO SF23 from the 2023 Formula 1 season. And this is, I think, one of the first few models that I will buy, because I am not actually buying the Red Bull version because it's basically the same car. The Mercedes one I'll buy because that car in black just looks absolutely beautiful, and I think we will be getting two versions of it because these are without the side pods and then with the side pods, so it was quite a big news. And then obviously the Monza edition I think will look good, but I think it is similar with the other one as well, so I might skip that as well. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Hopefully enjoyed it, and if you have any comments or suggestions, you can comment down below. I will try to respond to them as soon as possible. So as always, I will catch you all in the next one.